Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. In today's video, I'm going to show you how I do my eyebrows. If you haven't already subscribed to the channel, please do subscribe so that you get notified every time I put up a new video. And make sure you see all the videos. The things you would need for this is one, a brush like this to comb your eyebrows, an angled brush like this to fill it in, some brown eyeshadow, and of course, an eyebrow filling pencil. So this is the one I'm using currently and I am obsessed with it. It is the NYX Professional Makeup Micro Brow Pencil in the shade Espresso. So you have a very thin, pencil kind of an end over here. It's very thin. And on the other end, you have a brush like this. So why I like it so much is that the thin end of the pencil over here is more like a coal. So with this you can make very fine strokes which look like hair strands. Clearly not having a good hair day. Anyways, let's get started. So first I'll use a brush. This is very easily available. You get it from Vega. You'll get it in a lot of brush sets and all of that. Just make sure it's of a good quality, the brushes and the brush. So with the comb end of it, I'll just brush it off. Just brush the eyebrows. So I used to have very thick eyebrows. I don't know what happened to them, where they disappeared to, but this is what I stand at right now. Combing it, make sure that all the hair strands are upwards and not falling down, if you know what I mean. So once you comb it, then you can use the brush end. I kind of prefer using the brush end so that it doesn't move my eye makeup along with it. So very gently you brush it. So now the hair strands are in the place. So before you do your makeup and before you do this, the basic eyebrow grooming, if required, you can do that after brushing it. Once you brush it, you can see that, oh, I have hair strands over here and this part is a bit longer. So you can trim it up and pluck it out, do the basic finishing stuff. Next step is to take the eyebrow pencil, the micro braiding pencil from NYX. So you can find it in different colors according to your eyebrows. You can choose the color, but I would strongly suggest not going with black until and unless you have really thick eyebrows, like with that thick bold eyebrows which just stands out. Very few people are blessed with those kind of eyebrows. Unfortunately, I am not one of them. So I stay away from black eyebrow pencils at all time. I do prefer dark brown or medium brown eyebrow pencils depending upon my eyebrow color. So it is fairly black in shade. It's not dark black, but it's fairly black. So I prefer this one, which is the Espresso color, which is like a dark brown. So it kind of imitates the hair color, but not standing too much out. So you don't want it to stand out. You want it to be more natural, filled and looking more perfect. So I don't know if you can see, I have a lot of space over here, like gaps over here, and it's not thick at the other end. Like it's thicker over here in the middle part and it's quite thin at the end. So here is another scenario. Here at this part is very thin. There's a lot of gaps. Similarly at this part there's a lot of gaps. So we are going to fill into these gaps. Using small strokes like this in the same direction of the eyebrows, the growth of the eyebrows, just fill it up. Be very gentle with this if you're doing it for the first time, especially if you're doing it for the first time. Be very gentle with this. At the end, if you want, you can create a line, a small slight line to guide you where you should be filling. Okay, but be very careful with this. You do not want this line to stand out. It's just your guide so that you know where to fill in. So this is okay. This part is anyways growing towards this direction, so you can fill it up like this. Okay, now the tricky eyebrow. I know this eyebrow looks horrible, but trust me, once I'm done with it, this one is going to look better than this one. So I like to draw a outline so that I have a guide on where I am supposed to fill. And over here, go along the direction of the hairstyles. Using the combing end of the eyebrow pencil, this kind of blends it together and also gives you much more clarity on where you're supposed to fill. See, so you can see a lot of gap over here. I'm supposed to fill that, but before I fill it with the pencil, since this eyebrow is a lot lighter than this one, use an angular brush like this. This is from Color Bar. I'm using this Sugar Cosmetics eyeshadow palette. The brown over here is quite dark and I think it matches with my eyebrow color. So I'll use this one. So there are different kinds of brown eyeshadows. Some will have a maroon tint, like this one over here. Yeah, this is also brown, but it has a maroon tint to it. I don't think this will work for my eyebrows, so I'll take something which is purely brown, like this one over here. Oh, it looks grey, but it's brown. Trust me, it's brown. So grey reminds me. So there is this Miniso pencils, Miniso eyebrow pencils, which are in the shade grey. So the pencils itself are very good, but the grey color doesn't work for me. If you think that it will work for you, you can try that out as well. Fill in the gaps very lightly, very gently, because you don't want this to completely fill your eyebrows. You just want it to cover the gaps. If you want a very subtle look, you can skip this step and just go with the pencil, because this kind of darkens your eyebrows. I like my eyebrows to be defined and dark, and it gives a more, it somehow makes you look younger, if that makes sense. So I like it to be very bold and dark. If you want it to be more natural, you can skip the eyeshadow part of it and just fill it with your eyebrow pencil. And I can blend it with, see, now this looks so much darker. You can already see a lot of difference. This is way more darker than it used to be. Let's smudge it a bit so it looks more put together. I'm going in again with the eyebrow pencil, filling it along the direction of the hair. So depending upon your preference, you can tone it more up or down to make it either more dramatic or more, simple, natural. See, the edges need a bit more work. I have really thin edges, so I need a little bit more work on that. Yeah, so at this point you can see this portion is very thin. So be very careful when filling out this part, because and do not make a single stroke from here to here. Make smaller strokes. So I like this pointy end over here. So I have always groomed my eyebrows to have a pointy end over here. A lot of people like, perfectly arched, without sharp edges, and that's depending upon your preference and your face structure. I like to have arched eyebrows, so I've always groomed them to be arched. So just give it a final brush. And that's it. Especially for people who have long eyebrows, which tends to fall down throughout the day, you can use those eyebrow mascaras, which are translucent mascara. I get some tinted ones as well, but I do not like to use that because it becomes very sticky and I don't like it. And besides, I have smaller eyebrows. It doesn't fall out at all. It just falls out of the face, like out of my face. So it doesn't fall downwards and it stays. So I'm pretty good with this. Yes, that is how it looks like once you're done. So that's it. So depending upon your preference, you can make it look more dramatic by toning it up, or you can tone it down to look more natural. The major and the most important part over here is to select the eyebrow pencil that works for you and the shade. The shade, I emphasize on the shade. There are different types of browns available. Something very light will stand out, something too dark will again stand out, so you have to find a perfect color for your eyebrows. If you have medium black eyebrows like mine, I would strongly recommend this pencil with this color espresso. I think this will work perfectly fine. You can also go a shade higher on this. But I would strongly recommend you not go with black eyebrow pencils because they tend to stand out a lot. And I mean a lot. I like dramatic eyebrows, but that is way too much for me. So yes, look for browns, find the perfect shade of brown and you are good to go. You can just use this one pencil and be good to go with it if you want a natural look. Or combine it with an eyeshadow and get a fuller eyebrows. Ta-da! I hope you like it. So I hope you like this video and you find this helpful. Let me know in the comment section below what you think about it, and please do try it and let me know. Eyebrows are the most important part of your face. They frame your face completely. There are a lot of salons which just completely ruin your eyebrows and then there's nothing you can do about it. There's only so much you can cover with makeup. So please take care of your eyebrows. Make sure that you groom them properly. Let me know what you think about the video and if this helps. Until next time, bye bye.